Why do you grab your own food off the shelves today? It might feel like freedom, but not long ago, a store clerk did all that for you. That simple change cut costs for stores, but it also changed your life forever. We're about to uncover the simple genius that put you in charge of your own shopping, whether you wanted it or not. It's hard to even picture now, but before the 1900s, a simple shopping trip could take up your whole day. There was no one-stop shop. You had to go to the baker for bread, then a separate butcher shop for meat, and on and on. It was a huge hassle. Even when stores started carrying more stuff, you still weren't in control. You'd walk in, hand your list to a clerk, and just stand there while they ran around grabbing everything for you from behind a counter. That all changed in 1916 with a store called Piggly Wiggly. They had a radical idea: just let the customers get the food themselves. For the first time, you could wander the aisles and grab whatever you wanted. This simple do-it-yourself model was a revolution. Soon, bigger supermarkets popped up, and in 1937, the shopping cart was invented so you could buy even more, even faster. These weren't just small tweaks. They were the foundation for the super-efficient stores we all use today. Before stores could get you out the door fast, they first had to solve one massive problem: the clerk. Think about it. In the old system, every single customer was a bottleneck. You'd walk in, hand over your list, and then just stand there, waiting. While you waited, a clerk had to run around the back, grabbing every single item you asked for. If the store was busy, you were stuck. If they had to check if something was in stock, you were stuck. The entire system depended on how fast one person could move. And for the store owner, this was an absolute nightmare for business. It was incredibly labor-intensive. You needed a whole team of clerks just to handle a handful of customers at a time. More staff meant higher costs, which meant higher prices for you. The whole process was slow, expensive, and clunky. It was a system just begging to be disrupted. That's where a guy named Clarence Saunders came in. According to Food and Wine, Saunders was the first true disruptor of the grocery space. He looked at this inefficient, clerk-centered model and saw a ridiculously simple solution: get rid of the clerk. His idea was to just let people walk through the store and grab what they wanted themselves. This completely flipped the script. Suddenly, you weren't waiting on anyone. You could browse, compare products, and see the prices right there on the shelf. The power was in your hands. For the store, it meant they could serve way more people with a fraction of the staff. It was a total win-win. Saunders was so obsessed with efficiency that he even dreamed of creating a fully automated store called the Keydoozle. It was basically a giant vending machine for groceries. The tech wasn't ready, and it failed, but it shows you just how focused he was on one single goal: speed. This shift from clerk to customer wasn't just a new way to shop. It was the moment American stores became obsessed with getting you through the checkout line as fast as humanly possible. And in 1916, Clarence Saunders put his big idea to the test. He opened a store in Memphis, Tennessee, and called it Piggly Wiggly. When the first customers walked in, they were completely confused. Instead of a long counter with a clerk waiting to take their list, they saw something wild: aisles. Just rows and rows of shelves, totally open and packed with goods. For the first time ever, you could just walk up, grab a can of beans, and actually hold it in your hands. And right there on the can, a price tag. This seems so normal to us now, but back then, it was a revolution. It put all the power in the shopper's hands. You could compare two different brands side by side. You could see exactly how much something cost without having to ask. No one was rushing you or judging your choices. This completely changed the psychology of shopping. It unlocked a brand new, powerful behavior that stores still rely on today: the impulse buy. You might have come in just for milk and bread, but as you walk down the aisle, a new brand of cookies catches your eye. It wasn't on your list, but it's right there, so you grab it. That simple act of customers picking up extra stuff on their own made stores an absolute fortune. And for Saunders, the efficiency was off the charts. He could serve way more people with a tiny fraction of the staff. He didn't need a whole team of clerks running around grabbing things. He just needed a few people at the front to take your money. This model was faster, cheaper, and made people buy more. It was almost perfect, but it had one big, arm-aching problem. You could only buy as much as you could carry. This new self-service model was a goldmine. But that one arm-aching problem was a hard limit on how much money a store could make. Your shopping trip didn't end when you had everything on your list. It ended when your basket got too heavy. That was the final bottleneck. Stores had made it easy to find products, easy to choose them, but they hadn't solved the simple physics of carrying it all. Then, in 1937, the solution appeared. It was so simple, so obvious in hindsight, that it's amazing it took so long. A basket on wheels. The shopping cart wasn't just a random idea. It was a direct answer to how stores were changing. Think about it. These new, bigger supermarkets were popping up everywhere. They were designed for you to do a whole week's shopping in one trip, not just grab a few things. This new style of bulk buying was becoming the norm. But you can't buy in bulk if you're limited to a flimsy handbasket. It just doesn't work. Shoppers needed a way to haul all this stuff around the store's massive aisles. The shopping cart completely solved this. It snapped the physical limits that had defined shopping for centuries. Suddenly, you weren't thinking about weight anymore. You were free to just wander, to explore, and to add whatever you wanted to your pile. That one extra bag of chips, the soda that was on sale, the giant can of tomatoes? No problem, just toss it in. This little machine fundamentally changed shopper psychology. It encouraged you to buy more than you planned, and it made the entire trip smoother and faster. You could get everything you needed in one go, without juggling a heavy load. It was the final piece of the puzzle, turning the supermarket into the hyper-efficient machine we know today. Okay, so stores were bigger, and shoppers could carry way more. But all that efficiency just crashed into one final wall, the checkout line. You could spend an hour filling a cart, only to spend another 20 minutes watching a cashier punch in every single price by hand. It was a massive bottleneck. The whole system was faster, except for the very last step. The solution came from a simple idea that was way ahead of its time. Back in 1952, researchers at Drexel Institute had a thought. What if we could automate this? What if a machine could read the price instantly? They came up with the barcode, but the tech took a while to catch up. It wasn't until 1974 that the first ever barcode was scanned at a supermarket in Ohio. It was on a pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Gum. Think about that sound, the beep of the scanner. That sound completely changed the game. It was lightning fast, it cut down on mistakes, and it made lines move in a way that was unthinkable just a year earlier. The whole process of paying and leaving was suddenly streamlined. But the obsession with speed didn't stop there. Because what's even faster than a quick checkout line? No checkout line at all. Fast forward to 2018, when Amazon opened its Go stores. The concept is wild. You walk in, scan your phone, grab whatever you want off the shelves, and then just leave. There are no cashiers, no registers. You scan items as you shop, and then you just walk out the door. It's the ultimate frictionless exit. Think back to that first question. Why do you grab your own food today? It's because a century of genius ideas, from Piggly Wiggly self-service aisles to the simple shopping cart and the scanning beep of a barcode, were all invented with one goal in mind: saving your time.